Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Alex Jones has to pay. They're converting his free speech systems, which filed for bankruptcy. I think that's the company that owns InfoWars. They've converted that to a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and it's going to start the liquidation process of Alex Jones's assets. There's a hearing scheduled for next Friday to determine the fate of Free Speech Systems bankruptcy. But regardless of what happens in that case, this sets the stage for a court-appointed trustee to liquidate Jones's personal assets, including his stake in InfoWars. But this does not necessarily mean InfoWars will cease to exist, because they could sell it to somebody else and that person could keep it going. Watched a little CNN clip with Alex Jones over the weekend, talking about, or maybe during the week, talking about having to sell his stuff, and he's sobbing, crying, because it's been a really hard fight. You know, you are a really shitty person to put these families through this. And then your followers made it, and they amplified it several fold. And for years, you went after him simply because it raised money and got you ratings, and you sold all sorts of your fake nutraceuticals to people. So, cry me a river, and you probably have hidden a bunch of money anyway, so that you'll never actually have to live in discomfort. And you certainly won't have to go through what those families went through. Very little sympathy here. I'm a very empathetic person. I can find a lot of empathy and sympathy for people. Not this guy. This guy's just a creep. But let's look at his Chapter 7 bankruptcy proceedings and how that's going to look for him. Okay? Entertainment purposes only. Let's see what we've got with Alex Jones in bankruptcy. There's the agreement. I think that's your bankruptcy agreement. Your Chapter 7. The judge is going to appoint that trustee. Come on in. Time to sell stuff. This kind of looks like Alex Jones, too. I remember one of his products, it was like a weight loss thing, and he just basically spray painted his body red to make it look like he was slimmer. I couldn't even begin to tell you what this guy thinks. Yeah, everything. It's a fire sale. Everything must go. Say goodbye. We're going to sell stuff. Because the court ordered it. Well, that's going to be a short reading. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Jones. You did this to yourself, and here we go. In the past, you got the Drunken Hillbilly Brawl card, the Five of Wands. This is Alex Jones just stirring up stuff. That's what he did. He's just a provocateur. Kind of like Roger Stone or somebody like that. But, again, he just provokes people. At least Howard Stern, when he was being kind of a shock jock, he had a fresh angle with it. And he's mellowed out with time, but Alex Jones didn't. He's just cray-cray. And the more cray he can throw out there, the more money he made. Current situation is the King of Cups. As I mentioned, he had a very emotional appeal on his show. I'm sure he's distraught that this cash cow that he has been milking for years is now gone. And it's gone because of his actions. He can blame nobody but himself. I'm sure he'll blame the jury and the lawyers and the judge and the families and stuff like that. But he did this to himself. Overarching energy is the Four of Swords. It's unfortunate that there's no criminal charges that go with this. I think Alex Jones is going to disappear for a while. Maybe forever. He's off the airwaves. When you're selling everything, he's off the airwaves. And the longer you're off the airwaves, the less relevant you become. Tucker Carlson, for example. When you're not on Fox, Bill O'Reilly before that. When you're not on Fox News, you're pretty much a nobody. Interviews with Vladimir Putin notwithstanding. And lesson to be learned is the King of Swords. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Don't get all sobby and weepy now. You had the choices to fix this a long time ago. You chose not to do it. You've been dragging your feet, probably hiding money, entertainment purposes only. So now the judge is going to come in and force you to sell. we have a trustee. This trustee will ruthlessly sell your stuff. The outcome, this is all due to your lack of integrity. You might be borderline crazy. I can't say one way or another. But you fostered craziness. You encouraged it. And for all the anxiety you caused, now you are going silent. And that's going to calm things down too with the folks that would normally follow Alex Jones and the propaganda that he spouts on his channel. Maybe Alex Jones can move in with Mike Lindell. I think they'd be great roommates. They could do a reality TV show together, taking fake supplements and sleeping on lumpy pillows. I can't see how this wouldn't be an absolute hit in very, very red rural districts in the United States. Maybe they can make it like The Bachelor. They could fight over Sidney Powell's hand. Oh wait, she's married. Never mind. Alex Jones is probably married too, and Lindell may or may not be. Okay. Yuck. Yuck. What will be the fate of InfoWars? What's going to be the fate of InfoWars? Am I upside down? No, good. Okay. Seven of Wands is on the bottom of the deck here. What's going to be the fate of There's disappointment. Five of Cups just came up. Heartbreak, disappointment. I think somebody may try to buy it, but it's kind of funny. Alex Jones, he's got a face for radio. He really does. Okay, that may not be very nice. It's just a quote I've heard. It's funny how certain people do things really well. Mike Lindell could sell lumpy pillows with the best of them. Why? God knows. Alex Jones could sell these supplements while hosting a show where he says outrageous stuff. I guess people like to be entertained. But having somebody else take over InfoWars, it's kind of like, buying the store version of Frosted Flakes. Yeah, it looks like Frosted Flakes. Yeah, it comes in a box that says Frosted Flakes. Hey, it's even cheaper than Frosted Flakes, but it just doesn't taste like Frosted Flakes. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is going anywhere. That's why I think that disappointment card's coming in. What's the future of InfoWars? Page of Swords. I think somebody's going to try and keep it going. Because it's got name recognition, right? But is this, is this like Bewitched, where the first Darren's out, Dick York's out because of a bad back, so they bring Dick Sargent in? And you act like Darren didn't change, Or is it more like going to be like, Trapper John leaving and BJ Honeycutt coming in? Crossed with the Three of Cups. Somebody is going to buy InfoWars, and they think that they can keep the party going with it. Younger person. This would be like star card. Oh God, who's that? There's some far right incel in Southern California that has his own podcast or something like that. It would be somebody like him. Let's see if I can figure out who that is real quick. Hang on. What I just said is rated R. I'd pause the video for it. I asked, it was Ben Shapiro. And I shot, who's that far right incel in Southern California? And she's not spinning out a name. Said, who can't bring his wife to orgasm. Because there was this whole thing where I guess there's a song that came out called WAP. You could look it up. And he said stuff that would seem to imply that he doesn't know how to please his wife in the bedroom. So when I put that part in there, Michelle's cackling, and it took her a couple seconds to throw the name out because she was too amused. We get along very well. It's going to be somebody like that. It probably won't be Ben Shapiro himself because he's got his own show. But it would be somebody like that who maybe thinks that they could take InfoWars to the next level and they've got some name recognition. It would be a young person who wants to do that. But they got to have some money too, or some backing in order to do it. They think that they can be a star by doing this. In the past, you got the Four of Swords. Okay, so this is Alex Jones has now gone quiet. You know, he's no longer in the picture, so you don't even have to sign a... Maybe you have to have him sign a non-competitive clause, but you're going to take over his show. Maybe it's Alex Jones coming back, new and improved. It could be Alex Jones. Hooray! Everybody's happy to see Alex Jones come back. It could be Alex Jones, especially this person with the red complexion. I'll keep that in mind as I go through here. Current situation, when it's sold, that person has to pay money. He has to pay a bunch of money for this. Maybe they get some backers or something along those lines. But they're going to pay some money and they're going to keep this. They're going to try and keep this thing going. Overarching energy, though, is the Four of Cups. You have to convince the listeners, the audience, to keep coming, which means then you have to get the advertisers. Because if the audience goes away, the advertisers go away. The advertisers might go away anyways because, you know, Alex Jones and InfoWars kind of go hand in hand, and you know. This might be the leading bargain brand, you know what I mean? This guy may not have what it takes to get people interested. It's a cruel, harsh environment in the podcasting airwaves. There's lots of choices, and if people don't like your choices, they can make their choices as to whether they stick around or go. This person could also mature into a Queen of Wands. In the end of the day, Judgment, if some young person decides to buy it, they think they can make this succeed. They think they've got the star power. They've been waiting for this, especially now that Alex Jones is out of the picture. They can work and raise money, work on advertisers, but ultimately it's up to the audience. And this person's going to have to make that decision of what they're going to do. So it looks like InfoWars isn't going away. Now, what if this is Alex Jones coming back in the future? Sells it to himself. I don't think you can do that. But what if he starts another InfoWars? Hey, you know, Alex Jones is back after my hiatus. I'm back. I'm ready to come here and make money. But it's just like, it's like the ship sailed. You know what I mean? The ship sailed and people aren't interested in what he's doing. It could be like years. This might be 3 or 4 years before he comes back. And they're not interested in that anymore. They know who he is. He's a fallen star. So I guess what I'm saying is that if Alex Jones were to try and reboot his career, it's not going to work. He's lost his credibility. And by the time he can finally, you know, muster the money to do it, because guess what? If he can get a bunch of money, there's going to be people trying to collect it, garnish his wages, that sort of thing. But everybody's like, you know, they're done with him. They're no longer interested in the Alex Jones show. They've moved on to other things. That happens with lots of famous people. And it could be some young person tries to take over InfoWars and dumps a bunch of money into it and tries to get that business off the ground. And, you know, it could be that you're just throwing good money after bad. He could get it off the ground. You know, it's entirely up to the audience and the advertisers. Okay. The families. Will the families finally get paid from all this? Will the Sandy Hook families finally get paid by Alex Jones for the fire sale they're about to have of his stuff? Will Alex Jones get paid? And not Alex Jones, will the Sandy Hook families get paid from the sale of Alex Jones's stuff? Get the questions right here. King of Pentacles, well, there's going to be some money coming to them. I mean, I can't imagine they get $1.5 billion. I think he's done a good enough job of hiding assets and such. But there's money coming. There's money coming. There's money coming for them. Underneath all the devils. It's crossed with the truth. He might be hiding money. It wouldn't surprise me if he's hiding money. He's got the money. Truth is exposed about the nefarious actions that I did. This could just be saying, he got wealthy off of anti-Jesus-like teachings, and he's been fully exposed. He could be hiding money too. In the past, I got the Chariot card. This case has been this whole situation's been grinding. He's made a lot of money off of this, off of this thing. But the truth of the Sandy Hook families is out there. With this judgment, it undermines Alex Jones's Sandy Hook allegations and all the things he spewed. Plus, he's going to lose his business and his reputation. This case has gone on for a long time. It's been decided. Is this Alex Jones sitting there with all his stuff behind him with his red face? That's the merchant. Hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. Or the smug merchant. I think that this was him just sitting there in defiance. Strength card. Yeah, he's just been fighting it. Maybe he's just run out of strength. I think part of the article that I had here was just saying that they tried to look for a way that they could file bankruptcy, but keep him solvent or keep him going so he could keep his show. But I think they ran out of runway, and now he's got to pay. Yeah, this is Alex Jones. He thought he was going to be immune from this. No, he took active steps to hide his money during the trial. He's tried to leverage because you think leverage as she's trying to open his mouth. Tried to leverage the legal system with bankruptcies and such to protect himself and his lifestyle. He likes his lifestyle, but he's going to have to pay. But he's going to be paying pennies on the dollar here. But he's going to keep fighting. I think they'll find more. They'll find money. They'll find more money with him. He's not going to fight it legally because that's run its course, and they're going to have a trustee most likely overseeing the sale of his stuff. But it's going to be the struggle to continue to find where he's basically hidden stuff. O.J. Simpson was very much the same thing with the Goldman family. Okay. What's the future for Alex Jones? What's the future for this guy? What's the future for Alex Jones? Do we ever see him again? Does he just disappear? Do we get 8 of Cups here? 6 of Swords. These cards are kind of chunky. What's the future for Alex Jones? Now, let's go. These cards kind of all over the place. I don't know if I'm going to get a good feel or a good reading on this. I'm just a 4-carder. Knight of Pentacles. Mercenary, going out looking for new money sources. Maybe he'll start his own infomercials to go for InfoWars. How to make money on the internet. That's money. 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 He doesn't have it. Life's hard for him. Again, if he's hidden money, it's found, and they've taken away his best way to make money. Did his wife divorce him? Hang on for a second. I have to look. What's his marital status? Okay, Wikipedia is full of interesting stuff. But long and short of it, he's divorced and remarried. So what's the future holds in store for him? He's looking for money. He's having a really hard time with money. Part of it is because he he has to pay money to his ex-wife. I don't know which one is which here. And the other part is he's married maybe to a woman who liked a lavish lifestyle. Might be this one. No. And if he's lucky, he'll stay married. I suspect that when the money's gone, wife number 2 may divorce him as well. And, try and get what she can. Well, let's put it this way. If wife number 2 married him out of love, she'll probably stick around. If she married him for the comfortable lifestyle that she was going to have, she may not stick around. That's not a judgment. That's just an estimation. Think Melania. All right. Well, I'm not going to look any further into the wives and stuff like that. Whatever. You want to be married to that guy? You knock yourself out. That doesn't sound like my idea of a party, if you know what I mean. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Again, if you're interested in videos like this, check out Twin Tarot with Gary and David. It's a tarot channel that I do with my identical twin brother Gary. Same setup. We ask questions, throw cards down, except the two of us would really be chirping on Alex Jones and all the craziness that comes out of him. You take the snark and we just force multiply it a couple magnitudes. It's fun. We have a great time. Anyways, if that sounds like something of interest to you, check out the link in the description. I also have a link on my community page. Thank you very much again for supporting this channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.